If you're under contract, getting ready to close on the purchase of a home, one of the things that you need to be prepared for is the amount of mail that you're going to start receiving after closing. Some of these things are actually really important and need to be addressed quickly, while other things are just plain scams trying to take your money. So today we're going to talk about 4 pieces of mail that you're likely to receive after closing. The first thing to keep an eye out for is actually from the county tax assessor's office. This is an application for the owner-occupant tax rate. In South Carolina, when you purchase a home, they're automatically going to tax you at the higher non-owner-occupant rate. But if you're living in the property as your primary residence, you have the right to apply for the lower rate. And this is actually going to cut your taxes down to about 1/3 of what they would be otherwise. So this is something that's very important to be on the lookout for, and you need to act on it quickly. The second piece of mail that you're likely to receive is a letter from your mortgage company informing you that the servicing has actually changed hands. So believe it or not, most mortgage companies in this country are in the business of originating loans, not necessarily servicing them. So just because you may have worked with one mortgage company to actually get the loan in place and close on the home, odds are they're going to sell those servicing rights to another company. This is totally legitimate, but it's very important that you keep an eye out for it because you don't want to continue sending payments to the wrong company. If you're like me, you probably want to get these set up to be automated and recurring. So it's very important when you get this letter that you log into your online banking and make sure those payments start going to the new place. All right, now for the scams. The third piece of mail to keep an eye out for is actually a very official looking letter asking for an $80 payment in exchange for a certified copy of your deed. Now you can actually go online and get a copy of your deed for free since it is recorded in the public records. It's actually how these scammers got your information in the first place. And it's important to know that you will receive the official original copy of your deed back in the mail about 6 weeks after closing after it's been recorded. And finally, the fourth piece of mail that you're likely to receive is not exactly a scam, but it's just something you need to be very careful about. And this is an advertisement for what's called a mortgage credit life insurance policy. Now, mortgage credit life insurance policies essentially provide a face value coverage equal to the amount of your loan balance. Now, every single month as you're making your mortgage payments, the balance of that loan is going to go down. And the amount of coverage to that type of policy also decreases every single month. Now, the whole concept behind a mortgage credit life insurance policy is that you want to make sure your loved ones can continue to make the mortgage payments after you pass away. And this is a very important thing to be thinking about. However, 9 times out of 10, you're better off just going with a traditional life insurance policy. You can get the same amount of coverage or even more for a lot less money. If you have any questions at all about something you've received in the mail after closing, feel free to call or email us and we'd love to help you out. At Bluefield Realty Group, we strive to be your guide through the real estate process, minimizing stress and maximizing results. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.